Hi, on Kimberly's iPad, what is your name, please?
Kimberly McConnell.
Okay, so you're here forever. Okay.
And it's just about driven by emotions. Isn't that what this is all about? It's about preventing injustice. No, I know people are still angry. Yes, they are. And so am I. I hope, I trust President Lincoln. Because you hold the Constitution safe. Whether you believe in race or not, it's guaranteed progressing. The Constitution is intended to protect the rights of all citizens at all times in peace or war.
All right, Kimberly, I'm going to put you back in the breakout room until we're ready for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I believe she's innocent.
Good morning, Jeff.
Morning, Heather. How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
I am fine, thank you, ma'am.
So you are here on Brown, Tanner, Logwood, and Daly, correct?
I'm here on Daly, Brown, and who are the other?
I have your
Logwood?
name, Tanner and Logwood, unless we just assigned you for some reason.
No, I believe those are mine.
All right. Did you need to speak to the prosecutor? She's in our meeting right now.
Sure.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sona. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Jeff, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Let me create these first.
Heather, I know Daly and Brown are final pretrials. Are they all finals?
Brown is a final.
Daly's a final.
Daly's a final. And no, the other two are just pre-trials.
All right.
All right, I'll put you in the breakout room.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Good morning, Royce.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine. Did you get all my emails?
I did, well, I got one of them.
I sent you yesterday the please.
Yep, I got that. Oh, and
Okay.
okay, today I got the docket. Got it.
Yes, not sure. Okay, do you need to speak to anybody? I have Gibson in the waiting room already. Gerald Brown is Bowditch.
I mean, I guess I could talk to Gibson. It's gonna be a very brief conversation since it's just a dismissal, but I guess I'll tell him it's coming.
Oh, okay. And or Royce, did you need to speak to Sona or you're good because you have the please?
I'm okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Heather, I'm pretty good with the prosecutor. I don't think it's going to be a very contentious day.
Well, good. Do you need to speak to Gerald Brown?
Sure, if he shows up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
All right, I'll put you in a breakout room with him while we're waiting.
Right on time. Good.
Heather,
Yeah,
can I just note the, let me make sure it's the right one. For McConnell,
uh-huh.
the victim is here, I believe, and she's early because I think they have to leave by 9 a.m. So I just wanted it to be noted that they're here. It's just they can't stay on very long.
That's fine. I know that she's not connected though. She was earlier and then I put her in the waiting room till we were ready and now she's not connected.
Okay.
And she said that her name is Kimberly. Isn't the victim Karen?
Yeah, so Karen is the grandmother. She's like practically deaf. And so the granddaughter lives with them and
Okay.
has been pretty much the mode of communication and was there during the incident.
Okay.
So
And now-
they'll be together on Zoom.
Okay. Do you need to speak to Dorothy Knox or Danielle Tyus? Because they are both here.
Give me 1 second.
Good, how are you?
Which was the first? Oh, Dorothy Knox is there?
Yes.
Yes, can I speak with her?
Yep. I'm guessing she's Dorothy Knox. She's my only Dorothy. And
Yes,
my
she's
only-
Dorothy, correct.
Okay.
Correct. Do I just join the same breakout room?
Yep. If you don't mind, then I'll put her in.
Got it, thank you.
Yep. Kimberly?
Yes,
Karen is with you, correct?
correct.
Okay, I just wanted to verify because I know the prosecutor informed me that you were with her. So I just wanted to verify.
Yeah,
Okay, if you just want to mute yourself, it's going to be a few. I know that you need to leave before 9 a.m.
yep.
So I am aware of that. So we're going to wait till the defendant gets here, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Dorothy, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with the prosecutor, okay? So Sona, are we waiting for Mr. Everett to get on regarding that case, or what are we doing about, or I'm sorry, Mr. McConnell?
Yes, he should be
Okay.
getting on.
Okay, I just wanted to verify.
Yeah. At least I would hope so.
Did I do that right, Sonia?
Yes, you did. You can just mute yourself now until your case is called, okay? Heather, do you know who's representing him, Mr. McConnell?
I don't show that he requested MIDC, so if anything, it'll be Mr. Nunley. And I
Okay,
did send him all the plea form that you sent me.
okay,
So he's prepared.
okay, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning, Darian.
Good morning.
You're here on storms, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
All right. Jeff, do you need to speak to Mr. Logwood while he's in the waiting room?
Yes, ma'am, if I could.
Yep, I'll bring him in.
Is he in custody?
I'm gonna guess not. No, he logged in himself.
Oh, I heard he was in jail.
When he connects to audio, I'll have you go back into that breakout room that you were in. If you can just
All right, thank you, ma'am.
click the screen and I'll put him in there with you. Mr. Logwood, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your attorney.
Heather, I have a question.
Yeah,
Mr. Grooms is trying to get in the waiting room. Is he gonna be let in the room or?
he'll be let in when we're ready for him.
Okay, now he doesn't have an attorney or anything, so,
Okay, we'll speak to him when we're ready for him, and please don't smoke on screen because it's just like you're in court.
okay,
Okay?
sorry.
Nope, that's fine. Thank you. I'm sorry, Judge, it's Gibson.
Good morning, Mr. Nunley. Your appearance for Mr. Gibson, please.
Sure. Royce Stanley appearing on behalf of the defendant.
Good morning, Madam Prosecutor.
Good morning, Sonam Movsisian on behalf of the people, P83923.
And good morning, Mr. Gibson.
Morning.
Mr. Nunley, what are we doing?
The offers that I received sent over from the prosecutor indicate that the complaining witness no longer wishes to proceed. So we would ask for a dismissal of this matter.
And you have explained or will explain to Mr. Gibson, this would be dismissed without prejudice.
Yes.
Thank you. And I do not see any cash bond to deal with, so we can just dismiss it. And Mr. Gibson, you're free to leave.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Well, have a good day.
Next is Carlin Grooms.
Brooms, like clean the floor brooms?
Correct. No, G with a G. G is in George. Grooms.
Got it. Mr. Nunley, this you?
No, I do not believe so.
Mr. Grooms, are you prepared today to go forward without a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
All right. I've got a file here for November 15, 2021. 2 charges: malicious destruction of personal property and domestic violence. The prosecutor has made an offer. If you plead to the domestic violence, the first count, malicious destruction, will be dismissed. This would be taken under for 12 months probation, no assaultive contact. So I'm not sure what BC stands for.
Oh, sorry, that's the batter's counseling.
Ah, okay. So there'd be a counseling component, no assaultive counseling component. Obviously, as part of probation, you can't have any other charges come up. Understood?
Yes.
You understand?
Judge, if
the
I
offer?
may.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the victim is actually present, Dorothy Knox. She relayed to me this morning that she no longer wishes to proceed, seeing as they are currently residing together.
All right. Mr. Grooms, would you like to make a motion to dismiss based on that?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to dismiss this without prejudice. Ms. Knox, that's what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And
You're
it looks
welcome.
like you Mr. Grooms, you or somebody on your behalf posted a bond. Is that correct?
Yes.
You or somebody else?
Somebody else.
All right, that person will return 90% of the bond to them. We do keep a 10% bond fee. That's what it means when it's a 10% bond. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions, sir?
Yes. How long am I going to be on this tether?
well, I'm dismissing the case, so the teller's gonna be, we'll do the paperwork so they can take that off.
All right.
Also, I've got a note that you've got another charge coming up for a pretrial on December 16th. You know about that one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions?
No, sir.
You folks have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you.
We're still waiting for Jeff. Since we have Royce, I'm going to bring in Jeremy Storm. He is at 9:10, and that is Darian's case.
Thank you.
I'm gonna need to speak to Darian briefly when you get a second, Heather.
Okay, and Darian, were you expecting the victim to appear today? You're muted.
No, Heather.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we didn't have to wait for that. I'll put you in a breakout room with Royce, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. The rest, we're waiting for Mr. Bowditch, Judge.
Thank you.
I'm gonna bring in Mr. Rickelman. I don't know what he's here on.
Okay.
Mr. Rickelman,
Yes, ma'am.
what are you here on, please?
I'm here for Deborah Blackburn and Michael Trotter.
So who are you to either or?
I'm the officer in charge of the case.
Oh, alrighty, thank you. All right. Oh, now I see.
Yes, sorry, my thing was down.
If you could just mute yourself because we're not ready for that case yet. Thank you.
Any idea who Kimberly is?
Kimberly is Miss McConnell on the Everett McConnell case. We're waiting for Everett to appear.
Thank you.
Heather, I will say, Mr. McConnell is quite elderly and I know has some health issues, so I'm not positive what his situation was for how to get onto Zoom. I just wanted to let you in the court know of that.
Okay, thank you. Jeff, you're ready to go on Mr. Logwood and Mr. Brown?
Yes, ma'am. Anybody
All right.
here?
Mr. Brown, no, nobody has appeared on that case yet, and Mr. Logwood, not yet. But we usually give at least 15, 20 minutes, so.
Well, I believe, and I might be wrong, but I believe they may not appear. So I suppose we'll hold off on those with the judge until somebody appears or doesn't appear. Now, Mr. Tanner is not a final pretrial. Mr. Brown is. But Mr. Logwood is not a final, but it's a 2019 case.
Right,
So-
I'm bringing in Mr. Tanner now because I read the plea. Just gotta wait for the audio.
And we're ready on Storm whenever the court is.
Thank you.
Hi, Darren.
Hey, Mr. Bowditch, how are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How's that baby?
He's good, getting big.
First Christmas.
Yeah, and he loves wrapping papers.
No matter what you buy him, he'll play with the box.
exactly.
I think all new parents should just buy their young ones boxes.
I mean, that's what we do for the pets, so two for one special.
Tanner's having trouble connecting.
Yep, so we can start with Mr. Storm since they're ready, Judge.
All right, Mr. Bowditch, Mr. Storms is yours?
No, Your Honor.
It's mine, Judge.
Oh, go ahead.
Are we ready? Did we call the case?
Yep.
Oh, Royce Nunley on behalf of the defendant. At this time, I spoke with Ms. Fortier about the case, and he has some other cases that are kind of related to the same victim, same incident that are in Third Circuit. And I think that they may be working towards a global resolution. He has a pretrial in Third Circuit, middle of January. So we were wondering if the court would be so kind as to adjourn this matter until the first week of February, till February 8th, to see if there is a global resolution.
I'm sorry, when do you want to, how far out you want to go?
February 8th, is that possible?
It's not one of my dates, Heather, is that all right?
Yep, that's fine. It'll be on Judge Martin's on February 8th.
Okay.
Great.
Fine.
Thank you.
9 a.m.
Okay.
Judge, I just again would ask that the complaining witness be excused, as she's been at pretty much every other hearing that Mr. Storm and her have had.
Any objection to that, Mr. Nunley?
No objection.
All right, Mr. Storms, looks like you've got a bunch of other stuff here in our court. We've got 3 civil infractions from 21, of speeding. These are out of here on speeding, equipment violation, no proof of insurance. Those are in default with money due. We've got 2
How
civil
much is
infractions.
due, Your Honor? Is
No,
there a way
all
I
your
can
files-
contact for a payment plan?
All your files together, you owe $1,305.
Okay,
You've
I
got
can make a
probable
payment
cause-
tomorrow.
All right, hold on a minute. You've got a probable cause conference tomorrow. You know about that one?
Yes,
Okay. All right, so what do you want to do on the 1,305? How much can you pay? How often you want to pay it?
I can do 300. I get paid on the 1st and 15th of every month, so I can do 300 tomorrow morning.
And then what?
And then on the 1st of January, I can do 6.
All right, so give me a regular payment. You want to do monthly, bi-weekly, weekly?
Monthly. We'll do monthly.
How much? How much?
We'll do 6 monthly.
Okay. All right, so we're going to adjourn these out. Bond is continued. Anything else on this one, Mr. Nunley?
Nothing further, Judge.
You said,
All right,
you said
good luck
Martin.
downtown. Judge Martin, courtroom 1.
Thank you. Good to see you, Judge. Have a good day.
You as well. Mr. Tanner, are you connected?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, is that yours, Mr. Bowditch?
That's mine, Your Honor.
Your
For the
appearance.
record, Your Honor. Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of with Mr. Tanner.
And complainant does not wish to proceed. Mr. Bowditch, does that lead you to make a motion?
Yes, Your Honor. In sight of that information, I'd make a motion to dismiss without prejudice.
Granted. Mr. Tanner, this matter is dismissed. 90% of the $300 bond that was posted will be returned to whoever posted it. Any questions?
In what method or way will the 90% be returned of the bond?
Be mailed to whatever address is on the bond receipt.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Tanner.
Thank you, Mr. Bowditch.
Are you writing on Brown, Mr. Bowditch?
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Darrell Brown.
What? Go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry. I was gonna notify that the other victim could sign up at this point. Sorry, Sonam Movsisian on behalf of the people. Judge, we've attempted to make contact with the complaining witness, Maya, in the case against Mr. Brown, and we have left messages, both myself and our victim advocate, and we have been unable to reach her. And I am aware that this is the final pretrial in this case.
In light of that information, Your Honor, defense would have a motion for dismissal without prejudice.
Granted, there's a $200 bond, $300 bond listed on the file. 90% of that will be returned. Mr. Brown, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Brown.
You're all set. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, you too.
And Mr. Logwood, the victim has not appeared yet, but the time was at 8:50. Do you know if she's gonna appear, Sona?
So I actually spoke with her, and I did give her this information, but I will say, I think she was under the impression that Mr. Logwood was currently incarcerated. And that was part of the reason why she didn't see the need to appear. And so now that if it's my understanding that he's not, I would request this to be reset so I can at least give her accurate information for her to decide how she wishes to move forward.
You got a phone number for her?
I do.
Why don't you call her right now? I don't really want to adjourn it.
Okay, that's not a problem. Thank you.
Yep.
Judge, I'm gonna bring in Jesse Taylor and the victim, Alyssa Harbin, are both here. I don't know if Sona needs to speak to her.
Okay. Taylor's MID.
Taylor, correct, last name, and that's Mr. Nunley's.
So Heather, Judge, like I requested to withdraw from this case like a while ago.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if, since we have the finest attorney in the land present, Jeffrey Bodich, maybe if he's available, maybe he'd like to jump in and talk to him.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's bring Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor, good morning. You connected?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Would you like a breakout room conversation with Mr. Bowdish, court-appointed attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll put you in a breakout. Jeff, did you see the plea agreements or plea offers that have been sent out?
No, Your Honor, none were sent to me.
12 months probation, batters counseling, and NCO, which I don't know what that means yet. I know.
Probably no contact, something.
No contact, I assume, but I'm not sure.
Jeff, can you go
We'll put you
back in that
breakout.
room?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Sorry, Heather, was there confusion about one of the pleas?
No, Judge was just wondering what NCO is. We're guessing no contact order?
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
That is
And
correct.
I have Miss Harbin here. She is on Mr. Taylor. Did you need to speak to her?
Give me 1 second. Yes, please.
Right, if you can go back into your breakout room and I will put her in there.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. Royce, did you need to speak to Mr. Trotter while we're waiting, or are you all good with him?
Yeah, I could use breakout room. Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Trotter, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with your attorney. Royce, if you can, do you have a choice? No, wait a minute. I'll put you in. Where did you go?
Heather, can I go into breakout room with the prosecutor?
She's in the breakout room right now with a victim. She'll be out in just a few minutes.
Is that Miss Hartman?
Yes.
All right. I'd like to thank Mr. Nunley for the compliment.
Are we ready on anything, Mr. Bowditch? You waiting to talk to the prosecutor?
Waiting to talk to a prosecutor, Your Honor.
Thank you.
My next one's up at 9:40.
Understood.
Heather, I don't know if you're near Andy or anything, but I'm supposed to be doing prisoners too. It'd be nice if somebody knew where I was.
All right, I'll call her and let her know.
All right, thank you.
Nothing for you yet on the arraignment side.
All right, thank you, Heather. You're the
welcome.
best.
Sona, when we're done with that one, if you want to call the McConnell case after and explain to the judge, because he's still not in the waiting room.
Okay, I will. And does Mr. Taylor have an attorney?
He does. It's Mr. Bowditch.
Oh, okay. Can I speak to Mr. Bowditch, please, really quickly?
Yep.
That
If you can go,
was my
back in that
request.
breakout room, I will put Mr. Bowditch in there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Heather, all those other waiting room people waiting for attorneys?
Miss Deanne Webster is an attorney for Mr. Fields. I was going to wait till we get some of this down. I was going to bring her in and see if she has her client with her, because I know the victim is in the waiting room also. And the other one is a victim.
Good.
Um,
Okay, I think we can move forward on both, I think Logwood and McConnell.
All right, I don't know whatever happened to my Zoom camera here. It seems we're getting a reverse picture for some reason. How do you fix that, Sonia?
I believe you can, let me see where it is. There
Oh,
should be a
sure.
way for you to turn your screen.
I beg your pardon? Turn my screen.
Sorry, let me see. Trying to
All
look
I'm
for-
getting is a picture of my dictionary. How'd I get this thing turned around?
I don't know why I don't see the option.
Does it go under Zoom? No, that's not it. Maybe Heather will know.
I don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't see it. And I wonder if it's because I'm on a laptop that it doesn't give me that option to turn my camera. But there should be something that allows you to, like, it'll look like almost like a refresh button where it wants you to turn the screen around.
Should be something like that. I don't know what I hit to make it do, but you know, I'm afraid to touch these damn things. Excuse me, man.
We don't need your video, right, Mr. Bowditch? Let's get some work done.
All right. Well, you got a view of my dictionary anyway, Your Honor.
Anything right?
I need to go back in, Heather, with Mr. Taylor.
All right. While I'm doing that, Sona, did you want to call the McConnell case? He's not in the waiting room.
Yes, we can do that.
People versus Everett McConnell, scheduled at 8:50.
Sonam Movsesian on behalf of the people. Judge, I think so. I believe I don't know if they're still on here. Oh, I think that's him.
Yeah, it's my grandfather.
Heather, so he is on there. He was on with Kimberly.
Thank you. Mr. McConnell, can you hear me okay?
Can you hear him?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, I've got a file with your name on it from November 21st. The charge is domestic violence. This is a misdemeanor. Possible penalty is up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. Do you understand that, sir?
I guess.
All right. So the prosecutor has made an offer today. If you plead guilty to this charge, it would be taken under a 12-month delayed sentence. As long as you do everything you're supposed to do, at the end of 12 months, it would be dismissed. There would be a no assaultive contact order. That means no further assaultive contact between you and Karen McConnell. There would also be a mental health assessment and or treatment and counseling classes. Do you understand the offer that's being made by the prosecutor?
Yeah. So remember when I told you yesterday, do you accept that offer? Or do
As
you,
far as I know, I guess.
Would you like to talk to a court-appointed attorney about this matter?
do you want to talk to a court-appointed attorney?
No.
Did I give you enough information to make a decision today?
Yeah.
What would you like to do, sir?
Do what?
Do you want to take what he just said?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, you're going to plead guilty today, sir?
You're going to plead guilty? Or to take it's either you take sorry. It's either you take guilty or not guilty.
For what?
Did you accept the plea or do you not accept it? Is what he's saying.
I guess. Go ahead.
I guess he's saying, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
With
Well,
it.
Mr. McConnell, it doesn't work that way. If you want to plead guilty, you're going to have to tell me what you did on November 21st that makes you guilty.
You have to say guilty or not guilty.
What do you want me to say then?
Just go ahead and take the guilty.
Okay.
Mr. McConnell, you have to make a decision today.
Yeah.
Karen can't make this decision for you.
What do you want me to say?
He has a hard time understanding things, Your Honor. Sorry. So he's saying that you have to make a decision. Do you accept non-guilty, which is no, and then do you accept guilty?
So that one. Yes.
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 You accept guilty?
Yes.
All right, we're not, this isn't going to work. I've got to have Mr. McConnell in person with an attorney, so I know that he's making the decisions on his own. If he's not competent to make those decisions, I'm not going to take a guilty plea. So when can you get him to court personally? Ms. McConnell? I
Yes,
assume you're his caregiver?
No, I'm the granddaughter. I'm not no caregiver.
Okay. Well. who does your
Kimberly, can you
grandfather
get him
live
to
with?
court?
When?
Judge,
I
when
know
is your next date?
I know today I won't be able to do it because I have to be at the school.
How about December 28th?
December 28th.
yeah, I guess.
Can you,
December-
Miss Karen, can somebody get him here on the 28th?
Yes.
All right, let's call it 10 o'clock in the morning.
10 o'clock.
Right.
Okay.
Mr. McConnell, you understand that? I want you to come in on December 28th, come to the court.
Yeah, that's what, 10 o'clock or something like that?
Yes, sir.
You
Any
said the
questions?
You said the 28th, correct, Your Honor?
December 28th.
Okay.
Mr. McConnell, any questions?
No, not that I know of.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Is it court again, Kim? 10 o'clock.
Heather,
Yeah.
Yes, Judge.
have some conversation with Teresa Patton. I'd like one of the MIDCs here in person that day.
Okay. And Judge Martin, I know will handle it in person because she doesn't mind people coming in either. I don't know if you were
Good.
thinking you would need to. She'll be fine to do it.
Thank you. I'll give her a heads up.
Okay.
What else you got?
Michael Trotter with Royce.
If I may on that one, we have been unable to contact our complaining witness. A subpoena was sent and the phone has not been working. I've contacted several different numbers, which is why the complaining witness is not present today.
And this was
We would motion to dismiss.
Mr. Nunley, your appearance for Mr. Trotter.
Royce Nunley on behalf of the defendant. I believe this is a final pretrial where the victim must appear, and as the victim has not appeared, we would motion to dismiss.
Without prejudice.
Perfect.
Mr. Trotter, understood?
What is this? I'm sorry.
Do you understand what we're doing?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm going to bring in Miss Webster and see if her client's with her since I'm not getting an answer. Miss Webster Cox.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Do you have your client, Mr. Fields, with you?
I do. In fact, he's in another room. Let me,
I see that. I see your other office. I just wanted to verify.
That's him.
Okay, good. We'll bring him in just a few minutes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Counsel, do you need to speak to the prosecutor?
I do, please. Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. Heather, you want to put the ladies in a breakout?
Yep. Sona, can you go back into that room, please?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sonia, we're gonna take a plea on Taylor.
Are you ready on that now, Mr. Bowditch?
Ready on that now, Your Honor.
Tell me the plea agreement, please.
Well, Your Honor, Mr. Taylor would be pleading guilty to the charge of domestic violence. He would be on probation for 12 months, and he would have to attend batterers counseling. I'd like to address that for just a second when you're ready.
Okay. Mr. Taylor, you understand the possible penalty for this charge?
I do, Your Honor.
You understand your rights and options after discussing those with Mr. Bowditch?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to this charge today freely and voluntarily?
I am, Your Honor.
Sir, could you tell me what happened on February 15, 2020 in Huron Township that makes you think you're guilty of this charge?
Me and Alyssa Harbin were driving. We got into it on the road, and that's I can't remember the very details because it was so long ago.
Well, did you put your hands on her without her permission?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bowditch, are you satisfied with the factual basis for the plea?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
So am I. I'll accept the plea. Ms. Harbin, is there anything you want me to know before I sentence Mr. Taylor? You're muted, by the way.
Yep. Just that the previous no contact order that was set, he violated multiple times, has showed up at my house, and there is a stalking charge against him in a trespassing. Currently, can we just make sure that
Ms.
I'm sorry,
Harbin,
go ahead.
Are those charges out of our court or some other court?
It's out of the 33rd district.
Thank you. All right, go ahead.
I just want to make sure that the no contact order includes my house. Because nothing happened really the last two times that he came in my backyard as well.
Okay. Anything else?
No, sir, that'd be it.
Okay. Mr. Bowditch, anything from you or Mr. Taylor before I set terms of sentence?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Taylor has been in rehabilitation for a 3-month period. He is now in the Lighthouse program, starting a 4-month treatment program. And what I was going to suggest is I believe the Lighthouse program, in which he is a resident there, does provide some form of anger management. He has daily counseling sessions. So I was hoping that probation might determine that since he's in the Lighthouse program and does the daily counseling, which considers anger management and maybe batterers counseling, that might suffice. So at the end of his 4-month residential program, he can leave, because right now he can't attend anything.
Right. Ms. Mosisian, would that satisfy the people's requirement for batterers counseling? We can get some documentation from Lighthouse, I'm sure, about their program.
Yeah, I would like some more information on it because I'm unfamiliar with it. I do know that batterers counseling is very specific in what they cover, so that would be helpful.
Yep. Why don't we do this, Mr. Bowditch? Why don't I sentence him to the Lighthouse program, and we'll keep the batterers counseling on the table until we get some documentation from Lighthouse.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, one question for Mr. Taylor. When did you enter rehabilitation, Mr. Taylor?
I was in Sobriety House 10/25/21.
So, Your Honor, I believe there has been no contact, as referred to by Ms. Hardman, since October.
Ms. Harbin, is that correct?
Yeah, I haven't had any contact with him since then.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Bowditch, are you done? I've got a couple of questions for Mr. Taylor and a lecture.
I'm finished, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Taylor, anything you want to share with me?
Just that I know I was wrong and I can't justify what I did. I'm trying to get the help that I need. I'm really focused on my recovery, that I'm going to stick this one through and see it all the way. And I'm sorry for the court to have to deal with me.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to Ms. Harbin.
And I apologize to Ms. Harbin for the things that I put in.
Mr. Taylor?
Meth.
All right. How old is Winter Rose?
What was that, Your Honor?
How old is Winter Rose?
2 years, Your Honor.
I love that name, by the way. What's her birthday?
October 3rd, Your Honor.
I've got a granddaughter that's just about a month older than her.
Oh,
Mr.
I believe
Taylor,
it's August 3rd, right? August or October. I'm sorry.
August, that means my granddaughter's only 3 weeks younger than her. So is there anything on this earth, Mr. Taylor, that you love more than Winter Rose?
No, I do not, Your Honor. It wasn't her that made me want to get rehab, but it was a big part of it's a big part of my recovery is to see her again.
All right. So she's 2 years old. That means for at least 16 years, you've got a relationship with Miss Harmon. Would you agree with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
You know where I'm going with this, don't you, Mr. Taylor?
I do, Your Honor.
Meth was not the only problem you had. I'm sure meth didn't help anything, but meth was not the only problem. You had some problems dealing with emotional issues, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. When life threw you shit, you handled it inappropriately, correct?
I did, Your Honor.
Okay. Life is not done throwing you shit. The fact that you're clean and sober, you're still going to have stuff you got to deal with that's not good stuff, right?
Yes, you're correct.
All right. So I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know you know this because that's part of what you're learning at Lighthouse. But what I want you to do is keep in mind that for at least 16 years, you've got to be able to get along with Miss Harmon. You've got to be able to be civil with her. You've got to be able to treat her at least as nice as you treat the stranger that's taking your money at Starbucks, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because I don't want Winter Rose sometime in the near future to have to try to decide who gets invited to her school play. Because she can't invite mom and dad both because there might be problems that will embarrass her. Are you hearing me, Mr. Taylor?
I'm hearing you, Judge.
All right. So right now, your number one focus has to be your sobriety. I get that. I encourage that 100%. But 4 months down the road, when you've successfully completed that program, then your number one focus has got to be Winter Rose and what's best for her. Miss Harmon says something that makes you mad or does something that ticks you off. It doesn't matter because Winter Rose and what's best for her has got to be your primary focus. You no longer have a right to worry about what's best for you because you brought a baby into this world. Understood?
I agree. Yes.
Good. I am going to be able to sleep better tonight having given you this lecture. I wish you all the best in your recovery. It sounds like you're on the right track. So I encourage you to keep moving forward with Lighthouse. I'm going to put you on probation for 12 months in keeping with the recommendations of the probation department. During that 12-month period, you stay out of trouble, no criminal offenses. Obviously, no further problems with Miss Harmon. At this point, I'm going to say no contact with Miss Harmon. No phone calls, no letters, nothing. If at some point in this 12-month period, Miss Harmon wants to loosen that up, Miss Harmon, you contact me and I'll do so. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. At some point, I would like Mr. Taylor to be at a point where you two can actually get some family counseling together because you're still a family. The fact that you two aren't in a romantic relationship doesn't change the fact that right now you're still a family. Ms. Harmon, you understand where I'm coming from that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if you decide that that's something you want to pursue, then my probation department can give you recommendations for where the best place to get that counseling is. So just put that in the back of your head, Ms. Harmon. So Mr. Taylor, no criminal offenses, no further problems with Ms. Harmon, no contact with Ms. Harmon, no attempts to contact Ms. Harmon, successfully complete the Lighthouse program, and that'll close you out successfully on probation. Court costs are assessed in the amount of $500. Are you in a position where you can make any regular payments at this point?
I just got a job, Your Honor. I can pay it probably in 2 weeks.
Can you do 50 a month?
Yeah, I can do that.
And can you start that by January 5th, or January 7th, which is the first Friday of the month?
Yes.
You're sure?
Yeah. What was that, January 7th?
First Friday of the new year, correct? All right, got all that?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Taylor, I've given you a break on the fines and costs because we've already forfeited a $500 bond of yours. So make your payments, stay out of trouble, keep working the program with Lighthouse. And as far as the batter's counseling, we'll be in touch after my probation department gets some stuff out of Lighthouse. You might have to sign a waiver so that the Lighthouse folks can talk to my probation department. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you're having any problems, you got Mr. Bowdich's number?
Yes.
He'll help you straighten them out. Anything else?
For the probation off, do you have the address or the number that I call to set that up, or?
They'll reach out to you.
Okay, do you have my current phone number?
The phone number we got in the file is 895-0500.
0500. I don't believe that's right. Let me check, make sure.
That's not the number you gave me, Jesse.
Yeah, that's not the number. The correct number is 734-568-4800.
Do you have an email that you use?
Yeah, Jason Taylor 1999-22@gmail.com.
1999-22@gmail.
Yep.
And that's Jason Taylor, not Jesse Taylor?
Yeah, it's Jason Taylor.
Okay. Mr. Taylor, best of luck to you. Same to you, Miss Harbin. Merry Christmas to Mary Rose.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Jesse.
What do we got, Heather?
Mr. Logwood, Judge?
Mr. Bowditch, Mr. Logwood's yours?
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecutor was going to try to call the victim on this 2019 case.
Correct. Any luck?
No, I left her voicemail, but I was unable to reach her.
Your Honor, we could set this for a final pretrial.
Let's do so.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
How about January 28th or December 28th?
That works for me. Thank you.
All right.
What
Mr.
time,
Logwood,
Judge?
10 a.m. Mr. Logwood, 10 a.m. on December 28th.
Okay.
Bond is continued. Mr. Logwood, we've got some files. It looks like you're on a payment plan with probation, but or with the collections department, but you haven't made a payment in quite some time. You owe us $2,644. Can you get on track with some payments?
Yes, I can, Your Honor.
How much? How often?
I believe I'm on a payment plan right now.
When's the last time you made a payment?
A couple of months.
Yeah, May 28th, according to our records. So when can you give us some money and how much and how often? You want to do monthly?
Yeah.
How much?
Can I do a 150?
Audio and then.
We'll take 150. You can do that.
Okay.
Start done. Can you start that on or before January 7th?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Good day.
Sona, can you go into your breakout room and I'll put Miss Fields in there with you, please? Judge, I brought in Miss Webster. Mr. Fields is on also, but as you know, Sona just went into the breakout room with the victim.
Gotcha. You want to bring in Mr. Daly so Mr. Bowditch can talk to him?
Yep. Mr. Bowditch, did you need to go in a breakout room with Mr. Daly?
Oh, sure. I can go in there for a second for a minute. Yeah. Yeah.
All righty. Got to wait for him to log in.
Jeff, do you know what the offer is?
This is a final pretrial, Your Honor. We're hoping that, well, we're wondering if there's a Miss Solomon in the breakout room.
Not at this point, there isn't. Go ahead and put him in a breakout, Heather.
All right, he's not connected yet, but I did chat him.
I'll join Heather.
Heather, you have not seen Cutter in the breakout, have you? Scheduled
I
at
have
9?
I have not.
Thank
But
you.
we have Miss Young. She is the victim for Mr. Cutter. She's rejoining in the waiting room.
I'll bring her in. Looks like she's having trouble with her audio.
No, she's connected now.
Miss Young, are you there? You're muted.
Okay.
Miss Young?
Yes.
Let's see. Mr. Cutter's file was scheduled at 9 o'clock. It's now 9:45. We have not heard from him.
From me?
No, from Mr. Cutter.
Oh.
I'm just letting you know there's no reason for you to hang out.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Okay.
We find him, we'll contact you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy your day.
I just had somebody call and the phone said coroner's office. So I hurried up and answered it. It was a
Coroner?
Yeah, the coroner's office. So I hurried up and answer it, and it was just some random person wanting collections.
That's
weird. He must have named his phone.
Or maybe he works there, I suppose. Somebody's got to.
True, true.
Well, the docket's moving okay.
Yeah. Mr. Nunley, did you speak to Mr. Cutter at all?
I have not, no.
Okay.
And is that Royce's last one?
I think so.
I think I'm
Yeah,
house
so.
counsel.
Royce, you're all set.
I think I'm house counsel today. You guys don't need me for anything else?
I think Bowditch is on everything else, isn't he? No, not McCullough. We'll keep you around for a few minutes, see if McCullough shows up.
Sounds good.
Heather, we're ready on Daily.
I don't know if we're waiting for the prosecutor.
I don't need to speak with the prosecutor, huh?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I think so. All right, People versus Dakota Daly, your appearance, Mr. Bowditch.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Daly. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for a final pretrial in this matter. I don't believe, unless I'm mistaken, that a Miss Solomon has appeared. I believe it was scheduled for 9:30. It is almost now 9:50. I would make a motion for dismissal.
Dismissed. Mr. Daly, any questions?
No, sir.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Daly. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I believe that completes it for me.
I think you're right.
Well, I will stay in for a couple moments if you wish, Judge.
No, I think you're all right. We got one last guy to see if he shows up, and if he does, we'll let him talk to Royce.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Enjoy.
Bye,
your day.
Jeff.
Hi, Heather.
Hey, Heather, my date stamp is getting a little faint. If you know how to ink that.
Yes, I do. If you bring it out whenever we're done.
I will. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm ready on Mr. Fields.
All right, just 1 second.
I don't know who else is, if anyone else is here on the other cases.
We, nope, this is our last one.
Oh, did I miss that? I
No.
had a, what did I do with my phone? There was a Mr. Cutter.
So I put Mr. Cutter in my bench warrant pile.
Oh, okay.
And other than Fields, we've got Kevin McCullough. I'm just waiting to see if he's going to show up.
Got it. And then what about Daily Dakota?
Daily, we just dismissed that one because your victim never showed up. It was a
Got it. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. And then,
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Ladies, let me have your appearances, please, on the People versus Joseph Fields Jr.
Sona Movsisen on behalf of the people, P83923.
Ms. Webster Cox, your appearance, please.
Hi, good morning, Mayor. Please, this honorable court, Deon Webster Cox appearing on behalf of Mr. Fields. And I hear like an echo. So I think we need to close that door.
Just a faint echo.
Mr. Fields, if you could state your name for the record.
Joseph Fields.
Hey, Heather, we still don't have counsel's appearance showing up on the ROA.
Because I just received it this morning, I think Marlisa
Okay.
said.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Ladies, what are we going to do on this file, please?
Judge, it sounds like after speaking with Ms. Cox that they would like to set a jury trial date. And I know she may want to mention something else about the contact. I will say Ms. Fields is present. I have had plenty of communication with her. She is quite adamant on the no contact order between her and Mr. Fields. She's okay with contact in regards to the children, knowing that they have 2 children together. As for any contact with her, she would like for that to remain in place.
And with respect to that, Your Honor, certainly understand and appreciate. However, what we were asking for was no assaultive type of contact with Mrs. Fields. That's what we're seeking here. And that's where we are, just no assaultive contact. That yes, it's true, they have children in common. They have a home that my client currently pays he's maintaining the home, the mortgage, all of the bills. Mrs. Fields does not contribute anything financially to the household. And it's just, and my client is the one out staying in a hotel, having to pay for a hotel because this unfortunate situation that occurred.
Judge, sorry, if I may, I don't think, given the nature of the crime, I don't think having the 2 of them reside together makes much sense, given her safety concerns, along with the fact that they are going through a divorce that was recently filed. Again, I just don't think it makes any sense to have the 2 of them reside in the same household. We would never recommend something like that when there's a domestic violence situation ongoing. And so the people would be very much against any sort of mutual residence in the home.
So, Your Honor, my client is gainfully employed with the Wayne County Sheriff's Department. If we're going to really kind of go into this, talk about some type of crime, what we know is that there were no type of marks on Mrs. Fields whatsoever, and no defensive wounds, marks on my client as well. So, with respect to that, respectfully, that's what we're requesting from the court. We certainly understand that it's the court's decision, but that's something that on behalf of my client, I'm actually presenting to the court, and I'd like to just present my client's side of it.
Understood. Ms. Fields, are you connected to audio, please?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what your feelings are as far as contact with Mr. Fields.
I'm not comfortable with any physical contact at this time. I am okay with contact with the children, but just not with contact with me, no.
Okay, so you're all right with phone calls, emails, those types of things. You just don't want to be face to face with them.
Correct.
All right. Anything else, ladies, before I set bond?
Not on behalf of the defense.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, Mr. Fields, I think that's fairly clear. No face-to-face contact with Mrs. Fields. So you can do emails, you can do phone calls. Obviously, those phone calls and emails can't be aggressive or harassing or threatening. Ms. Webster Cox, is that clear enough?
Understood, thank you.
All right, and Heather, do we have a date, jury trial date?
We do not. We have 3 on January 11th. Let's see.
What are the charges on January 11th?
1 second.
January 11th would be a difficult date for me because I've got depositions that start at 10.
All right, well, let's do this. Heather will contact both you ladies and figure out a date that you both have open. So I'm just going to make a note in the file that the jury trial date will be yet to be determined.
Okay, thank you.
I'd also like to have a conversation with both the attorneys off record.
Okay, thank
So how can we accomplish that, Heather?
Breakout room.
I can't put him in a breakout room because he can't come back in with the way that his computer is set up.
Oh, can you put everybody else in a waiting room?
I can. Well, but we're recording.
Yeah, let's do this.
Jeff, if you want to come sit at my desk.
Yeah, that'll work, and then you can shut you off.
Yeah, I can put us in a breakout room.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, ladies, give me just a minute.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. We're on.
You, whatever.
Elena on the S10? Elena? Elena's S10. Royce, can you hear me? Mr. Fields, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. I'm just making sure. Okay. On Elena's S10.
online instead of going in every day.
All right, we're back on the record. We're gonna set this for a pretrial, January 25, 9 a.m., correct?
Correct.
That's
All right,
correct,
and
Your
I think
Honor.
And we're all on the same page with bond, right?
Yes,
Okay, anything else, ladies?
No, Your Honor.
not from the
All
defense.
right. Enjoy your day.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Sona, so I think we're done.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think so too.
McCullough's
So
going.
was,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, so McCulloch is gonna be a bench warrant?
Correct.
Okay.
Royce, we're all set.
All right, see you guys. Have a good day.
You too, Royce. Thank you.
Judge, do you know for the one that we did in person on the 28th, do I also need to be in person or can I be through Zoom?
You're okay on Zoom.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
I just want with with an elderly guy, sounds like there might be some mental acuity issues, maybe hearing
Yes,
issues.
no, I
think it's
agree.
easier
I
to-
think that was very wise. It's been very hard contacting that entire, or
Yeah.
communicating with, yeah, so thank you.
Yeah, but I think it's easier to set him down with an attorney face to face.
Yes, okay. Great, thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
You as well. Heather,
Yes, Judge.
are we shutting down out here?
I think, wait a minute, make sure you don't have Darian today. You have, no, you don't. Yep, we're good to shut down.